Hey y'all, I'm out here. I just got me a new plant. It took me forever to decide whether I wanted it or not. They talked a lot about there was a snake plant. It was like so big. I love the snake plant. And then I love they had what was the other plant called? They had the money tree, and I was like, well, I don't really think I would like the money tree because the fact that its intention is about money, and they made this whole, well, that's what it's called, I guess, and it's prosperous and it's all that and the third. I'm just like, nah. But this was only $20. The money tree, it looks like it's like really, really pretty, and it's really, really healthy. And it's, when it grows, like, I don't like the fact that it's a small bark. It's like this big, but the leaves is really nice. I went for this plant. It was my last choice just because it's cheap. It comes with a pot, and I seen the end result, so that kind of gives me hope. He said it's a lot of gel, and it's gel inside of these, but I like how it looked in the end, the end result, if we can make it there. But they said it takes a lot of time for it to get bigger, and all I got is time. So yeah, I don't have a lot of light, and I don't have no light in my room. I have no windows, but he said it don't take a lot of light. So, and then there was this one plant that he said thrives on neglect. So I'm gonna get that plant just because it thrives on neglect. I don't neglect my plants. What I told him was that my mom said I overfeed my plants. That's what it is. I do overfeed my plants, and that's why they tend to tend to die. It's no form of neglect, but yeah, I did get a call from what's it called? Family Promise, and they are helping me with housing. They're going to help me with housing. I have to call the Rise, and the Rise is they're going to help with schooling to get him enrolled into the school that's right over there. I want to get my son into that school. Enrollment, I looked up enrollment, and it actually said that enrollment is October to January, and I'm just like, what? Like, I thought it would be like next month. She said it's probably this month, so my head is all over the place with that. But yeah, they're going to help me get a house. They're going to, put in some funding. They're looking to get me into a 3-bedroom, so I'm excited about that. So I guess my appointment is this Friday at 10 o'clock, so I got to make it there. It's not too far from here, but I have to get up early, so I'm planning on getting up at I should be on the bus around 8:30. I think that's too early. Maybe 9 o'clock. I'm getting on the bus at 9 o'clock. I get up at 8 o'clock. So I got an appointment with them, and they're going to, get the paperwork done and, find me some housing. So that's with Family Promise. So that's where I'm at right now. Like I said, every time I think about my plan, it goes left. My plan is, I don't know. It's a lot on my mind right now. That's not in regards to what my focus should be. So just kind of like shifting my focus off. But my plan is, I wanted to stay there and just, get a job, get my son in school, get him in daycare. But now since school is right around the corner, I'm going to get him in school. I want to get a job, and I was planning on getting my car. My car was my first go-to. I wanted to get a car first before I did anything, and then focus on housing. But housing is finding me faster than I can even, figure out the situation finding me faster than my son even getting in school yet. So I'm kind of confused about that. But that was my plan. But that's the thing about shelters, Every shelter I've been in, it's like pressure on getting you out, rather than taking your time and doing what you have to do. But sometimes taking time can be a hindrance, and it can be a distraction because you're focused on this, that, and the third. It's a lot of time for distractions to find you. So that's where I feel like I'm at right now. I'm not being distracted. I'm just taking my time. But I feel like they're not taking their time with me. So it's moving fast, and I just gotta go with the flow and just, I'm not gonna say trust the process, but just go with the flow and see where it goes. Just like riding down that stream and just chilling, and wherever that stream leads me, that's where I will be. If I find my housing first, I guess cool, but that's not what I wanted to do. But yeah, that was my plan. My plan is taking longer, but I only been here for a week, so I wasn't really too worried about it, you know. So yeah, but I'm gonna get this off my chest real fast. But I had this the one friend that I talked about on my live, he was a person, you know, we went to school together, and he was like, you know, I guess he liked me back in high school, so we've been texting here and there, conversating and whatnot. But yesterday was different, because when I approached him, he kind of brushed me off in a way, and I don't know what that was about, honestly. So I just kept it pushing, and that's been on my head ever since, because I don't know what happened. You know, we was cool, but it's just like maybe I was giving off, you know, a vibe of get away from me. I don't know what I was giving off, but I was happy to see him, because he's really cool, you know, and he was the only person that I talked to getting here. But this is where we met, at the fountain, and this is usually his go-to. I'm not looking for him. We're sitting down, and my son is eating his ice cream, so we're taking a break so he can eat his ice cream. But when I don't have clarity about something, I tend to kind of just wonder, like, what happened, what was wrong, like, why all of a sudden, you know, you're not talking to me, huh? I'm gonna no, we're not going to McDonald's. You better eat your ice cream. And we are about to go get back to the shelter, because dinner is about to be served. We don't want to miss second feeding. We missed first feeding, and that's when I said I'd be there to eat. So we about to go to second feeding, and I will talk to y'all next time, you know. Yeah, I just had to get that off my chest. It's been a lot of wishy-washy in regards to my feelings. I didn't see it going really nowhere. I've seen it like a friendship-wise with me and him, but the more, like, I didn't really think about it, because it's been a lot going on to where I didn't even have time to think about, you know, what's going on with him, because I'm figuring out my situation in the shelter, and I have to remind myself, where am I at? What is my goal? What is my focus? This is my focus. I have to keep saying that. This is my focus. This is my focus. I have to get to where I am. I have to figure out this situation before I can even, you know, have something with a person, or have some type of friendship or connection with a person. I have to have my head screwed on straight. I have to have that clarity, you know. And then I was contemplating with my feelings for my son's dad, and we talked about that, got that off my chest. He know my situation, so he know where I'm at right now mentally. So just getting that expression out to him of how I felt about him, but at the same time, it's just like, I don't know. So this is I don't know vent. So we about to head back and, you know, get our eat on, because I only got like 10 minutes to get there. So yeah, I will talk to y'all next time. Like, comment, subscribe, be notified, share your own free will to show you care. I'll talk to y'all next time. Bye.